This is the NOEVSBIG Magnetic Helping Hands with Heat-Resistant Cutting Mat. Let's take it out of the box. In the box, you get the manual for it. You get this here. It's a silicone base. You see, it's all flexible like that. Now, I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it's kind of sitting like that, and that's only because the surface it's sitting on is like that. So that otherwise would not be a problem. But you get the silicone mat. We'll talk more about that once I get it uncovered here. Here is the cutting mat. It's sort of like a self-healing cutting mat. I'll show it to you a little bit later. The metal base over there, and you get a ruler. And for use with the metal base, you get a total of 6 arms. There's 4 here, which you have to assemble. They give you an extra alligator clip right there, and that fits in with any of the fixing screws right there. And then they give you these 2 little short ones, and they're also on a little gooseneck there, as you see. All of these are magnetic and will attach to the metal board right there. And that's pretty much it. Let me show you how the alligator clips go together on there. And then, of course, I'll give you demonstrations of everything here. I just wanted to point out that the size of the mat here and the metal piece is 8 3/4 by 6 inches, and the gray silicone mat over here is 12 3/4 by 9 1/4. So now I'll show you how the alligator clips go together. Okay, it's very simple. You just stick it in there, and there's a little hole. So you take one of the fixing screws, and then what you're going to do is screw that in. And we'll get that down nice and tight. There you go, right there. And of course, it's a gooseneck, so you can bend it. So I'm going to do the same with all of the rest there. And they're magnetic, like I said. And this here also, these have rubber tips on them, where this guy has plastic tips on it. But these can be pulled off if you really want to. You might have to just slice them with a razor blade or something like that, and you can get it just bare metal if that's something you wanted. But these are nice rubber coated here. You can also take those off if you want. And again, they bend. So simple like that. So now what I'm going to do is put the rest of these together and give you an idea how it all works. If I failed to mention it before, they also give you a metal ruler with a nice storage sleeve in metric and inch right there. So you can always use that at any time, and we will. But I want to show you the silicone mat first, which is right here. It's a nice flexible silicone kind of thing. And you have all these little like storage trays. They're not very deep, as you see. It's just, just that little bit. But it's enough for if you're doing crafts, knitting, sometimes stitch markers, stuff like that, or electronics work. Maybe you have some diodes, resistors, transistors, stuff like that. They can all go in the different little pockets and stuff here. Put some LEDs and the little guys there. And you also have little holes here, like for the screw. We could stick that in, and that'll hold it. And some slots up here as well, different size holes. So you got a lot of good stuff right there going on. And then we can take the cutting mat, which is this here, okay? It has, the grid on it and all that kind of great stuff, and that fits right in there, just like that. So you can see the cutting mat is right there, and here's just an old piece of paper or something, just a scrap piece, And we'll just cut. I'll just do this freehand. Well, I tore it, but whatever. We'll just cut a square out of it, like that. So no big deal with that, but as far as the cutting mat goes, there's nothing there. That's pretty nice. So great for crafts work. You can even cut small pieces of fabric on here with like a rotary cutter, something like that. That would work pretty well also. So great for that. Or we can switch over to the metal plate. And for that, this just comes out. The metal plate will pick up. I have all of the different guys in there like that. And that fits right in as well. And now you can do some small soldering work or something like that. Let me clear all this junk here and I'll give you an idea. So I have this little circuit board here. This is actually a very old SD card reader. And I think the solder joints right there aren't looking so hot. So I think it would be a good idea to reflow them. I don't have time for that right now, but we can use these little guys, for example, just to show you that that can hold the circuit board real nice, just like that. Okay, and I can work on it like that, and it's actually pretty firm like that. Or if you wanted, we can go for, we'll go for the smaller of the bigger ones right here, and we can bend these into shape. We'll say something like that, and maybe I'll turn it this way. Like that, and that's even more stable. Let me get this camera up just a bit so you can see a little better. That's even more stable, and I can definitely work on that. And if you wanted, you can get the, longer ones in there to mix and match anything and do all kinds of great stuff with it as you see fit. So it's good for little jobs, whether it be crafts or soldering or anything like that. All around pretty nice. I like the fact that you can store stuff in the silicone mat like that, and the whole thing just changes out. These are magnetic, so it gets caught on it, and we can just change that out for the cutting mat, which fits right in just like that, and there you go. So pretty nice that it's interchangeable like that, and all around pretty cool that you can do all kinds of different stuff with this and just leave it in place, and everything will just stay there waiting for you for next time. So once again, this was the NOEVSBIG Magnetic Helping Hands with heat-resistant cutting mat and silicone mat. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.